I did a count, and I think you've said hi 1,000,000 bazillion times.
Hi, Charlie.
Hi. 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 Hi.
How do you make every single time so wonderful and nuanced? Because it's a very tiny word.
I don't think we do.
I don't think we do.
I think we
take the mickey a little bit now, which actually probably makes it more
yeah,
sincere.
there are days when we will spend like 2 hours just opening the door, saying hi,
montages.
closing the door, going up, getting changed into another outfit, doing the same thing in another outfit, and we would do it maybe 6 or 7 times in a row. And yeah, there is a point where you're like, I need to be an actor and like remember to say these differently.
There's also only so many ways you can say hi.
Yeah.
Oh, I beg to differ. You've said hi differently over 3 seasons.
Great.
There was actually a point where I said, "Can I say hello?" And they said no. They told me I couldn't say hello.
We say hey
3.
sometimes.
We say hey a little bit, but I really wanted to, because I say hello quite a lot in like
Yeah,
my,
you do.
So I was like, could I maybe put that in?
Yeah.
Like, no.
It's moving it from nerves to this is the person that I most want to see in the world, and
Exactly.
it's so beautiful.
Our friendship group is just all over the place.
I worry about you all the time.
I hate feeling like this.
I don't know what to do now.
What I love about Heartstopper is it does such a beautiful job of being gentle with insecurity. Where was this show when I was 16? That's all I want to say. But this season, both Charlie and Nick have a lot of trouble asking for help. Why do you think they struggle so much?
Like, certainly with Nick, he's this guy who certainly seems on the surface to have everything, especially by season 3, like kind of figured out, you know? And he feels like someone who's kind of very strong and a support system to Charlie and etc. So it feels like to then see that he's actually, got this real, genuine fear to kind of open up and talk about these things is quite important, I think, to be able to see that in a character like Nick.
Sometimes people need more support than one person can give. You can be there for him, standing together, even when it's hard. That's love, darling.
I find very few TV shows do this right. I can count them on one hand that do service to the respect and the realities that come with disordered eating. I think Heartstopper is exceptional at that. How did you come to this storyline? Because it's obviously been sort of building till season 3. And Joe, this is a big storyline for your character this season. How did you approach this?
Yeah, I think we've talked about Charlie's eating disorder since season 1. It's always been like layered and subtly, but it's always been there. It's always been a conversation that we've had. And like you said, I think Heartstopper does well, and it approaches really quite serious topics. But because it's always going to be okay at the end, you can go to really quite a dark place because the audience is with you, but is also not scared that something really bad's going to happen. You know that the characters are going to be okay and it's going to get resolved. So I think it's just all about being truthful and as honest as possible. Not sugarcoating, but not making things too dark.
Charlie, I'm really worried about you. I've noticed you've been really stressed.
I found it such a beautiful storyline on how we can get things wrong, we can say the wrong thing. I think Nick's character sort of really struggles with not wanting to say something to upset Charlie. How did you approach that sort of support role?
I mean, I think it's a thing that is very relatable for a lot of people, even for the people who have also gone through some of the things that Charlie goes through. I think also everyone has been in a point where they have to be a support system to a loved one. So, I didn't feel like I needed to do any kind of research or anything. Sometimes you just, go through that in life, and not always to the same extent as this situation, but I think that it's a very relatable thing, and I think that certainly reading those scenes, I kind of, my heart went out to Nick a little bit, because I was just thinking, we've all kind of been there when we just have this real deep worry about someone that we love, and that can be very, very, very tough. So I just think there's a very human aspect to those scenes that wasn't particularly difficult to play, because it's something that we all kind of know quite quite intimately, I'd say.